Round 17 begins with a sold-out crowd at the Heartland in the southeast of Melbourne. But unfortunately for the Phoenix, tonight is more of a game of guess who. More faces folded down than there are still standing.
Although Phoenix are missing players, they still have players like Creek who on cue. Welcome, thank you.
Here's Cody Statman for three.
Just like that.
Look at the Phoenix go in. Sydney Kings, it's such a big weekend for them after tonight. They're back home on Sunday at Kudos Bank Arena. It was Tui knocks down the little jumper. Sold out crowd in Melbourne southeast. Ben Air pulls up and knocks it down.
Perfect start.
Playing free and with confidence, and they've been getting the ball into the paint, finding your command, but that's just a great one-on-one move.
Oh, boy. Adams underneath. They're going to have a hard time stopping that. And Creek through contact, scores and one. Creek from one end to the other. Here's where it gets interesting from a Phoenix point of view. Mitch Creek on the bench right now. It's a lineup of Statman, Gack, Rosendale, Vague and Foxwell. Try and navigate these last 3.5 minutes as Foxwell gets it to tumble. The Phoenix have 22 on the board.
Everything's falling for them right now. Everything's going right offensively. 8 of 12 from the field as a team. Sydney need to do a better job defensively.
Bolden rolls to the basket. Nice find from Adams.
Foxwell playing with confidence.
This is what it does. Absence creates opportunity. That's a great pass. That's a great roll. They've got 29 on the board.
Yeah, it's an incredible start, but yeah, they're just playing with freeness and confidence, and being young, you don't realise the moment. You don't realise that you should be taking a back seat to Sydney. They've got all this talent. They're playing free as Bolden hits another. It's just a free-flowing offensive game.
Who needs defense, Rowdy?
Well, two teams that are probably not known for their defense throughout the season are just letting it fly offensively and keeping it nice and entertaining for us.
Mitch Creek wants a lick of the ice cream as well. He's got 9 points.
Why not? Creek hits another 3.
Kawat Noy from long range. That's more like it for the Kings. The Phoenix have just had a little bit of struggle finding the bottom of the net in this second quarter. The Kings have not, and they've cut it back to a 1-point game.
They get a lucky one there off the offensive rebound.
Galloway blows past Rapp with the jam. Very low expectations of the Phoenix coming into tonight, but so far they're holding their own. Creek upstairs. 23 first half points for Mitch Creek. Kawat Noy at the other end dances through the paint for an easy layup. Foxwell down to 5. Rosendale from the corner. Caps off an incredible first half from the southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Creek picks up from where he left off in the first half.
I would have been inclined to call a timeout. Crazy thing, with 32 seconds, we have a turnover. They've already scored twice, but then you get down the other end and throw a lob to Geordie Hunter.
That's why we're up here, not.
Sydney looked to explore quickly. We've seen a lot of Alex Tui. That's a nice take. A double-figure lead for the Phoenix. Gack for 3.
Why not?
Everything else has gone down.
And that's going to be an and one.
The Phoenix are playing with no fear. That'll be a block. Nice take from Glover. Foxwell through the contact.
It's a big task for Sydney to come back to in this fourth quarter, but they've got the offensive firepower to do it. Can the Phoenix hold on?
Glover from deep. That's the ideal start. Galloway this time on the one-on-one matchup with Statman. He's the defer to Valentine. That's money.
Big time.
29 for Creek. Back to the basket. Big rebound by Statman and the putback.
He's been fantastic tonight. Energy plays, being in the right spot at the right time. knocking down open shots. He's been really, really impressive.
Galloway at the other end showing his athleticism. 2 more for Galloway with 1 to come. Almost 4 minutes remaining.
Let it fly. Oh.
The crossover had his pocket picked by Adams. And it takes it to the other end and scores, and we've got a 7-point game. Phoenix by 6. They've watched their double-figure lead dwindle away.
Send a double. There we go. Jalen Galloway, just get the ball out of his hands. The Phoenix just can't stand still. Oh, my. Never mind. Oh, my. And again, you probably live with that because that's just a deep 3 ball after not a heap good-looking offensive set.
That's a deep. Look at the rotations though from Phoenix today.
High emotion at the State Basketball Center. Valentine got it.
Wow.
Denzel Valentine goes large. Back now to Foxwell and then Creek. The Phoenix try and absorb time off the clock. Shot clock now to 8.
He wants this moment, Ben Air.
He's been the man with the golden hand tonight. Slips over. Foxwell. Big moment. Scores. Wow. Owen Foxwell takes the moment and owns it. 6-point difference. Quick bucket needed here for Sydney. And it comes through Kawatnoi. 4 points.
Look after the ball. Go to the free throw line.
Sean Bruce and Foxwell get caught up. Now Mitch Creek and Kawatnoi go face to face. The Heartland rises one. One of the most incredible against the odds victories that you will ever see. 104 to 98. The Southeast Melbourne Phoenix defy everyone and defeat the Sydney Kings.
Your Australia Day long weekend finishes with a crucial Sunday session. 2 games of Hungry Jack's NBL. The first in Wollongong, where Hawks fans want to take down the Breakers. It's a huge, huge game. These teams have only met once so far this season. An offensive grind won by the Hawks. What happens second time around?
For Harvey. He looks inside. Just ushered away from the post, but now wrestles his way back down to his range and comes up with the first score.
I love the way that it go to the big man inside.
Now hands over to Harvey. And the 2 minutes played, expecting him wanting to get things going offensively, and he does here as he charges into the paint and comes up with his first score. Thieng running out of room, uses Cheatham. Good, Stavicius with a push shot just inside the foul line, opens his account. Froling in space, charges forward, shut down Matt Thieng with a good defensive play. Now Cheatham puts it on the deck, wants to rush in from close range with a left hand and puts the Breakers on top for the first time. As Parker Jackson Cartwright extends the margin.
Rubes Stavicius with the steal case.
He adds another 2, so margin expands even a little more here. Red numbers on the shot clock now. He's forced to pass outside. Cheatham, yes! Good defense here from the Breakers, forcing the Hawks to shoot from outside, then use a friendly roll, and it drops for Gary Clark. Playing the Hawks patient with it, spinning baseline, high-quality finish again. Oh, this is looking impressive. Justin Tatum in the background. Just a little unhappy with the Tom Abercrombie defense being played on his man, and it doesn't matter because Gary Clark, 4 of 4 from the field, is up to 11. And from close range, that's a spectacular finish from Silent Cheatham.
Where did that come from?
Shot clock and game clock almost in unison here. As Blanchfield works inside, Peatling outside, Lee now puts it on the deck. They move them all nicely. They get Robinson a look in the corner, and he knocks down the 3.
Outstanding ball movement.
Just 3 rounds to play after this game. These wins so important. Want to be part of the play-in, or in fact the playoffs. Baseline turnaround, and it tumbles there for Anthony Lamb. Here's Parker Jackson-Cartwright once more exploring, earning a trip to the free throw line for the M1 here. He's just too quick. Hawks need a bucket, and when you need a bucket, you say Gary Clark, we need a bucket, and Gary Clark delivers the bucket. PJC in the corner. Abercrombie gets the let fly and comes up with a triple, his first score in the game. Shot clock works to 10 here. The upper in the corner is overdue. And
they need to slow Clark down to try to close this game out, and Cheatham feels like the right guy for that job.
Hawks have started Justin Robinson here in this quarter and jumping upstairs. Cheatham throws down another two. So look inside Harvey. Tough shot, gets it done. Now with a skip in his step, goes to work, knocks down the two, draws a foul. Middle stages of the third. Lamb against Harvey, bustles his way past him, and the lid provided by Cheatham.
Well, he's having a massive impact. Zylan Cheatham, 19 points and 9 boards as Gary Clark answers down the other end.
Pushes the ball for Robinson. He needed good wheels to track that down. Nick Blanchfield caught it in rhythm, punches down the three. They're back to within one. Touch the Breakers by 3. Great contest. Oops, Davicius. He lights it up again. Robinson stripped of it. Here's a danger man. Mantas. Oops, Davicius. Euro steps his way into the paint. Gets the two, draws a foul. He can make things happen. Albrecht turns around, misses initially, but gets it done. 9 points in the game now. Hickey, when Tyler decides to fire, and Harvey puts the Hawks in front for the first time since the second quarter, and the fans are up and about. Here's their man Lamb inside Harvey, confronted by Froling, kicks outside. Parker Jackson-Cartwright delivers. It's a chance for the Hawks to retake the lead. Need to remain composed. Robinson was threw it inside, and Gary Clark comes up with a finish. Up and down, up and down. Here's Clark. Tough shot, wouldn't work. Tip in from Sam Froling. Who can hold their composure here? Will McDowell White. Hands over to Parker Jackson-Cartwright. Now Lamb in a mismatch against Robinson. Muscles his way in. Hawks thought he travelled from close range. Lamb puts a lid on two. He's into double figures. So here's Harvey dancing in front of Roops Davicius. Shot clock to red numbers. He's going to have to make a decision now. And he steps beyond them into the paint. Harvey comes up with a finish. A chance for the Illawarra Hawks to retake the lead. Harvey on the deck. Tough shot, gets it done, and that's the end of the game for Roops Davicius as well. He fouls out, and Harvey, the big game maestro, is conducting another exquisite tune. Going with a small lineup here. Illawarra Hawks, and Lamb looks to exploit it, worried out of the points. Thought there was contact, no whistle, and now he commits the foul. We move inside the last 10 seconds of regulation here. A 2 to send it into overtime. A 3 for the win. Parker Jackson-Cartwright's lost control, but now it's forced a foul. Oh, it came unstuck at engine in tidy circumstances for the moment. And a chance for the Illawarra Hawks to put this out of their reach.
He kicked it off his foot, didn't he?
Kicked it off his foot. He just lost the handle.
Do not foul is the call. Let them have whatever they want. Parker Jackson-Cartwright gets off the 3. A famous window for the Illawarra Hawks has them storming into 5th position on the Hungry Jacks NBL ladder.
Well, today, it's crunch time for the Sydney Kings. The two-time defending champions have lost 5 of their last 6 games, and with only 3 games remaining after this, it's become very, very serious. Their opponents, Melbourne United, were back to their very best on Friday night with a resounding win in Brisbane.
They go upstairs and one.
Clark slips over. Valentine misses from underneath. Stole it away from Hook Porty.
And my point was going to be offensive execution, which I thought was very good right there. Got a great look for Valentine as Golding pulls one early from the top.
He's shooting the lights out at the moment. Adams on his way to the basket. An important early bucket for him. Travis had Hook Porty running the lane. What athleticism from the big man. Melbourne 4 of 11 from the field to start this game. Jonah Bolden fouled and one. Easy bucket for Ian Clark. Kings fly up the other end. Malawatch against his former team. Straight into the game with impact. Adams in all sorts of trouble. Shea Illy all up in his grill and trying to take it upstairs. 5 on the clock. Illy steps back for 3. Got it! 3 ball is good with 1 to come.
Landed.
Glover goes upstairs and dunks it. Jalen Adams trying to find a way through and does. Good start for the Kings. Early timeout from Melbourne. 28 apiece. David over baseline. Great look for Travers. Knocks it down.
Great find from Delhi. Great find, Travis. That's just a big knockdown from a great play.
30% three-point shooter on the season. Bolden at the other end. And Jalen Adams. Glover did a great job to keep it in. Malawatch lays it up, and Dean Vickerman is headless on the sideline. Hook Porty shuts down Adams. Here's Glover. Kudos Bank Arena roars as the Kings lead by 4. Adams drags it out, guarded by the next star, who did a good job to use his length and trouble Adams. And there he is at the other end. Ariel Hook Porty. Ferocious. And Tui with an easy bucket at the other end. Bruce wide open. Double-figure lead for the home team.
Well, I'm just loving the ball movement here from the Sydney Kings. It's kick, and then they're able to open it. I'm watching Sean Bruce and Chris Golding here.
It's Sean Bruce versus all of Melbourne United right now.
Turnover. Valentine to the rack. Behind the back for Noy. Travers lays it up. Nice finish. Melbourne have got the first 2 buckets. You can just imagine the conversation that Dean Vickerman had with this group at the main break. So far, they've responded. Illy with another 2. Timeout, Sydney.
Right now, there's no way I cannot have Jalen Adams in the game. If he's healthy, as Travers gets a dunk to cut this lead to 3.
Shot clock at 9. Dellavedova all over Valentine.
Great defense.
That's world-class defense right there.
Wow. That is just great defense, just better offense.
Malawatch off the bench, gives them more punch. Illy, shot clock at 5. It rolls. Up top for Krebs. Got it! Great look for Malawatch. Has had a big afternoon. 1:30 remaining in the 3rd term. Malawatch drew a closeout that time.
And there's a timeout from Melbourne.
Dellavedova chasing around Jalen Adams. Oh, he just found a way. 16 now for Jalen Adams. Golding ready to check back in for Melbourne. Has had a pretty quiet afternoon by his lofty standards. Here's Clark trying to get busy. That's class. Golding. There it is. Valentine for Malawatch. 17 now. The Kings have had a couple of wins at the other end, but that He's going to hurt them. Offensive foul on Sean Bruce.
Put them in the cage.
Delavan over and Sean Bruce having a chat about things.
Time out! Hey, Chris, time out! Time out! Time out, benches, time out! Time out! Time out, guys. No, don't come on.
They're still going. Tensions are high inside Kudos Bank Arena. Golding, lost possession. Valentine for Glover. 12,921. Making all the noise they can. A 13-point lead. And it might very well be enough for the Kings. It's going to take something very special from here for Melbourne. Travers, it must go down, and it does. Valentine threw a long pass that was intercepted by Lawala Chul. Travers, 3 doesn't count. That might have very well been the last chance, and now Joe Lawala Chul, he just wants to have a fight with anyone. First it was Bruce, now it's Valentine.
Help me then.
Well, there's certainly something in the air, Jack.
Is there ever?
The hostilities are high here at Kudos Bank Arena as Bruce attempts a block out. JLA took exception to the technique. And then Valentine, not afraid to go nose to nose with JLA. Wow.
Glover puts the icing on top of the cake. And Sydney smile in a way that we haven't seen them smile for quite some time. 98-86, when there could only be one result today for Sydney, they found a way to make it happen.